There once was a man named Gold Roger who was king of the pirates. He had fame, power, and wealth beyond your wildest dreams. Before they hung him from the gallows, these were the final words he said.
Our perspective is yours for the taking, but you'll have to join us first. We left everything we debated at the Yonkō Table.
Ever since, pirates from all over the world set sail for the Grand Line, searching for the Yonkō Table, the table that will make their dreams come true.
Yo, everyone. The Yonkō Table is back, and we have a brand spanking News Coo Special. It's been some time since we've done a News Coo Special because, not too many things happened recently. But this week, oh man, I think every day we got some bangers dropping. But before we dive into all these little tidbits, with me as always is fellow Yonkō GrandMasterHoop. Grandmaster, I see you're in the spirit right now because you have the Batman logo in the background for the upcoming The Batman movie. We get a trailer drop today, but I see you're in high spirits for this new DC film, possibly.
Funny enough, I just needed a background for today's News Coo, and I guess this was like the most hype thing we're going to talk about, but we'll get into it. I won't give you my opinions on what I think of the movie or whatever yet, but I'm glad to be back. Missed the finale of What If. I heard y'all talking shit on there. And
or
y'all got
truth. Was it truth?
No, it was not. But y'all got some facts wrongs, but it's okay. I wasn't there, so I cannot complain. I'm here today to right the wrongs. So here we are.
All right. Fair enough. And with us as well is Supernova Toasty, sporting a new background for a change. Thank God. But Toasty, how have you been?
First of all, the only reason I have a different background is because I'm using a different computer. So the other one will be back next week, so don't worry about that. But apart from that, I'm doing great. It's Saturday morning. Weekend's practically over, so I'm getting ready for the week.
Saturday morning is where the weekend's over for you?
Dude, Saturday's already over. By the time we're done with this podcast, it's already Sunday morning. At this point, the weekend's over.
I guess there's a kernel of truth in every exaggeration.
Well, let's get started.
But let's get started. First up, it's Disney catching the anime fever. With this recent announcement. So Disney announced earlier this week that they are partnering up with Aniplex, the animation studio, Japanese animation studio, to produce a Twisted Wonderland anime for Disney Plus. I don't think Disney's like actually producing it in-house. I think Aniplex is just handling it, and then they're
Disney's
being allowed
throwing them the money.
They're throwing them the money. They're letting them. Oh, okay, yeah, you guys can stream it on Disney Plus. But this is like this announcement is fresh off of Star Wars Visions, which is an anime version of or an anime take on Star Wars. This is going to be an anime take from what I got from like the teaser image, like an anime of the Disney villains, because you see Maleficent. And some of the other villains, I couldn't tell who they were. I think Jafar was in there. I'm
looking at it now. I didn't realize it was Disney villains. I thought it was gonna be like an Alice in Wonderland thing, but I definitely see Hades. That's Hades right there.
Off to the far right.
Yeah,
right?
to the far right.
Okay.
Yeah. I guess maybe this dude over here, second to the left, is Scar. Maybe.
Oh yeah, they might
like do like a humanoid Scar,
Yeah, I didn't even think of that. Maybe an Ursula in there. Do you see an Ursula?
Yeah, no, I think this. Oh no, that's the evil queen right there. I don't know. I didn't know it was gonna be Disney villain based. I thought it was gonna be Alice in Wonderland, but that's pretty cool that they're finally recognizing the hype and the love for anime that has been going on for decades, and now they're just picking it up. So cool.
Yeah, no, I agree. It's supposedly based off of a mobile game that started off in Japan. I don't know what the features are, how the game plays, or whatever. It's supposedly a gacha game, so I guess like you summon for the the Disney villain characters. But either way, I'm just excited to see this take on Disney villains. I wonder what the story's gonna be like. Is it like a Kingdom Hearts type of deal where their worlds collide and they're all meeting each other, or maybe they're doing an Avengers Assemble type of thing? I don't know. My interest is piqued. I'll say that. Toasty, what do you think about this anime madness going on?
Honestly, I'm kind of excited. I don't know anything about the game either. I never heard of it until it was announced.
Neither have I.
So hopefully it's almost like Kingdom Hearts, because Kingdom Hearts is a fun game. So I could see them developing this into an anime, and eventually, if the gacha game is good, it could come to the West, or it could develop into a different kind of game, like the way they do Kingdom Hearts. So that would be kind of cool. Disney has nothing to lose. Just take a shot. They realize nowadays that people like anime. Way more people watch anime today than they did 10 years ago. So they realize that there's a market for it. So yeah, hopefully, I'm happy about it.
No, same. And like, production wise, from what I gathered, the only thing we know is that I've heard of this anime. I've never watched it, nor do I care to, but Yana Toboso, if I'm pronouncing that right, he's the creator of that anime Black Butler. And he's involved in the project, as a scenario writer, character designer, all that stuff. So there's some clout names behind the project, which is cool. I always hear people say great things about Black Butler. It's just not it's not my cup of tea. I'm not gonna watch it. I'm sorry for all our Black Butler fans out there. I just can't. But it's cool. It's cool that there's some names in the background handling this project. So
honestly, I've never heard anybody mention that they watched Black Butler. Whatever.
Same.
I
never heard of it, dude. I'm not sure where you're getting the stories from. Like, you told me, oh yeah, people you back in the day used to tell me if they watch this anime, watch this one. I never heard anybody say, dude, are you watching Black Butler Saturday morning? Yeah, buddy, let's go.
It's one of those classics that people like watched a lot back then. Like, when I want to say like the mid 2000s, when we were watching like shows like Death Note. And I don't know, I'm blanking right now with other animes that were in the mid 2000s, but it was shows like that basically. But
yeah,
either way, cool stuff going on in the background. Second bit of news coos we have this week. We got early screenings of The Batman, which is the next live action Batman with I always forget the name. Robert Pattinson. Pattinson.
He's a well-known actor. Come on, how do you not know?
He's a well-known actor, right? Yes. And director is Matt Reeves. Yes.
Matt Reeves. Yeah.
All right. So we got some insight into the film, and we're like, DC fandom is actually happening or will happen as we are recording this. So they said they were going to release a trailer for the Batman. We might do a separate news scoop just on the trailer, but either way, we got some insight before the trailer dropped. So one of the things that we got about it was the early screenings of the film suggest that it's going to be a 3-hour-long detective noir story, with the Riddler being the main villain, or one of the main villains, functioning as a Jigsaw-like figure. For those of you that don't know, Jigsaw is the main antagonist from the Saw horror franchise. So I don't know how I feel about 3 hours of film. Like, I know we have some things that teeter on that, like some of the Avengers movies and Endgame. But even then, man, I don't think they hit 3 hours. They're like 2:45, 2:30.
No, Endgame hit 3 hours.
Endgame hit 3 hours, like solid.
Like 3 hours and like 5 minutes. Yes.
Okay, so it hit that mark. Okay.
Yeah, like when they get the stones and snap everybody back, that's like the 2 hour and 45 minute mark.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Or like 2 hour and 30 minute mark. Yeah.
Okay. Wow. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, since you're more knowledgeable about like these films and the lengths that they go to, Grandmaster, what do you think about a 3-hour long Batman movie? Are you here for it? Do you want it? Are you a stand for 3-hour movies? I mean, we got Lord of the Rings, but I mean, that was in 2004, 2000.
And that was a good movie. So
Tevin the Fifth, he commented when we were talking in the group chat. He said, "I like a good 3-hour superhero movie." I'm like, how many 3-hour superhero movies are there? And they're like none. The only ones I can think of coming close are like The Watchmen and Endgame, and those are the only ones that come.
Watchmen's 3 hours?
Watchmen is damn near 3 hours. Yes.
I've never seen that movie.
Yeah. The Watchmen pushes the freaking limit. But I'm gonna have to watch this trailer because I'm not necessarily hyped for this movie. I'm
not either.
Just because. Well, Toasty, a long time ago, you said you're like tired of seeing the same old Batman story. And this movie looks like they're trying to do everything but the same old Batman story. But at the end of the day, it's still Batman. So you could take a different take, make it more neo-noir type, make it more detective based. But
that's still his character.
I'm just over Batman, so I will see
really?
if this trailer can move me. But I will.
Are you sure you're over Batman?
Because I heard rumors you're playing Arkham Asylum again. Like,
listen, I say I'm over Batman. I'm over new iterations of the same old Batman. I'd rather see other characters and whatnot. But I will say this: we have yet to see a true detective Batman film. So if they can sell the detective part of this film, I'll be on board. Sell that and you got me. But if it's the same old, I don't really care. So, and we can only get so much from the trailer. So this movie was supposed to come out last year, by the way. It was already supposed to have come out.
And then COVID.
I'm sorry, not last year. It was supposed to come out like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, yeah. 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, it got delayed because of COVID, right? Because
right.
one of the cast member caught COVID.
Robert Pattinson caught COVID.
Oh my God.
Honestly, for that movie, I don't know if I'm excited or not. It's one of those movies where it could be really good because it's something different, but it's 3 hours. I hope they have bathroom breaks in the middle of those movies, because if it's 3 hours of Batman walking around like God, I can't remember the name of that detective. The one that has the assistant, the British guy.
Oh, Sherlock Holmes.
Sherlock Holmes. If it's like Sherlock Holmes.
Holmes and Watson?
Yeah, if it's something like this where it's just Batman walking around with a glass looking for clues, it's not going to be fun at all. I can't be watching a movie like that for 3 hours.
What if he's using a gadget instead of a magnifying glass?
Oh, no, a gadget that turns into a magnifying glass. Break my mind. But no, like really, I hope it's different. I hope it's good. But if it's 3 hours, I don't know if I can do it. Because the movie, like, if it's 3 hours, it better establish and answer every question I have. I hope they treat it like a solo movie, and if they want to do a sequel later, that's okay. But if I leave the movie having any question, then it's an issue. Because why did I watch the movie for 3 hours? At that point, just make a TV show, or like, 5-episode TV show, and give us that instead, if that makes sense.
I think I would be more excited if it was a TV show, now that I think about it.
Actually, a TV. Well, funny enough, oh God, I don't want to keep talking about this. They already have a spinoff for this show in the works.
Based off of this movie?
Based off of this movie. It's featuring Jeffrey Wright, who's playing Gordon. And they have a show centered around Gordon.
God, what?
Yes, it's all about it's been established. Let's see. Oh shoot. The writers left in November over creative differences, but they got they got a new showrunner. But yeah, they're trying to do a whole show, another Gotham PD type show with Jeffrey Wright as Gordon. So they're already making these big franchise-based moves.
They really want this to stay,
but it's another Batman show, a live-action Batman show, not featuring Batman.
No, this is the issue. Like, they're trying to create their own Marvel universe, but they're not taking their time, trying to rush everything down. Like, how are you gonna make shows and other things about a movie that nobody has watched or nobody's hype about yet?
Right.
That makes no sense.
This movie might tank.
It's good.
This movie might be
Yeah,
terrible.
because what happened with that movie is like the Incredible Hulk, where it tanks, but they learned their lesson later on. But because you built your entire franchise over that garbage movie, now you're stuck. You can't change anything.
Yeah.
So honestly, I don't know. Good luck
Well,
to them.
We'll get more insight once the trailer drops later today, and maybe the trailer might change our minds on what we're thinking about this movie right now. But for now, before the first trailer, yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll see. But on some lighter news and much better news, Spider-Man No Way Home. We got some more details on the upcoming film that's going to drop in December. Some people might say at first glance, this news is kind of obvious. I say, no, it's not at all, because they can do many different things with this. They could have done many different things with it, and they've done it before in the previous Marvel movies, but we'll get into it. But basically, Tom Holland has come out and said that Spider-Man No Way Home is going to be the end of the Homecoming trilogy. And some of you are wondering, like, well, what does that mean? Because, you have Homecoming, the first Spider-Man in the MCU. You have No Way Home, the second film, and now the third one, No Way Home. I'm sorry, wait. Second film was Far From Home. Did I say that? Or did I say no? Okay.
I don't know, but you got it. You're good.
Okay.
You got it.
Yeah. So Tom Holland kind of elaborated more on this, and he said basically, if we were lucky, well, quote, if we were lucky enough to dive into these characters again, you'd be seeing a very different version. End quote. I feel like that speaks volumes for what they're trying to do with No Way Home, because they're actually trying to conclude the film, I guess the Spider-Man characters as we know it, in No Way Home. So in the sense that if they were to do a Spider-Man 4, whatever it would be called, these are going to be completely different characters. They might be slightly older. They might be like passing the mantle onto a new character like Miles Morales. They might do something like that. I feel like them saying this is the end of the Homecoming trilogy, that's not something obvious that could have been foreseen when you're watching these movies. Because look at an example like Thor. Thor has 4 movies coming out. He has a 4th movie coming out next year, Love and Thunder. So it's one of those things where Spider-Man could have just been one of those films that just kept churning out Homecoming sequels until, Tom Holland decides, to pass on the mantle to someone else. They could have done like maybe 5 or 6 movies. So I think that's pretty cool that they're basically saying this film in December, No Way Home, is the, I guess, conclusion of where these characters are going. That doesn't mean they're going to die. That doesn't mean, anything bad's going to happen to them, but the characters as we know it, this is where, it ends. That's my take on it. I don't know what, GrandMasterHoop, what?
That is not what I took from that.
That's
Not in the slightest. I heard Tom Holland has already come out and said he will play Spider-Man as long as he wants. So I also, it's way too early to be passing any mantles. So what? All Spider-Mans have the cap at no more than 3 films in their respective franchise? No way. I took it as this is probably the Homecoming saga, meaning they're probably going to be done with this whole, I'm in high school, I got to juggle.
I got homework.
Right. Spider-Man, homework.
Oh, yeah, it's the 4th film.
Right. I think they said, well, okay, we get it. We did what the other film series couldn't do. We gave you a Peter Parker in high school doing the high school thing. We delivered. It's time we take this character elsewhere. And I'm thinking with, what we, have suspected that could come about from Far From Home. I mean, No Way Home is, the multiverse and all that. I think we're about to enter the Spider-Verse, live action Spider-Verse. And that's where these films are going to go next, is Peter meeting up with all these different Spider-Men.
Oh, that's
Spider people.
Not just this movie, all the future
the future
Spider-Man
so
movies?
this it's a saga. Think of it like, like an anime saga. You had 3 films that make up this saga. Now they're going to take the character into the next saga. And I believe they're going to go into the Spider-Verse live action version. That's the only thing I can really see. Tom Holland's not done. He's milking this franchise. He'll continue to milk it. Yeah.
Right.
And they'll keep milking him. The people love him.
I I think maybe I should have clarified. I don't think he's going to like necessarily be done. Like, all right, guys, I'm done. I'm done doing Spider-Man. Time to, move on. That's a potential of what they could do, where I just took his quote as like these characters are going to change after this movie. We might see adult Spider-Man after this. It might be a different type of Peter Parker that Tom Holland is gonna play. I guess I should have clarified on that, but
You should have.
I don't think he's gonna quit the the like, all right, guys, I'm done. I don't want to do this anymore. No, who would quit this?
Yeah.
But Toasty, what about you?
Anybody that who thought like you and thought that was the end of Spider-Man, Tom Holland Spider-Man, is a fool. It's not gonna happen.
It's a good thing I didn't think like that. Right, of course.
Yeah, good thing, right? But like Grandmaster said, I think it's just the end of the saga. Practically mean that it's no longer going to be high school. It's going to be him maybe going to college or maybe being a young adult, which I think is way more fun because we already explored the high school thing for too long. I'm tired of him trying to juggle school and Spider-Man stuff. Now it's become more independent. Plus, there's no way they were going to have him being replaced by another Spider-Man because he's still part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. If he leaves the Spider-Man movie, he's gonna miss out on $1 billion worth of franchise of the part 4 or 5 of Marvel at this point. What part are we
Phase
in, right?
4?
Phase 4? Yeah, he's gonna miss out on Phase 4, so he's not gonna go anywhere. But it's interesting to see what they're gonna do. I'm really hyped to see what they're gonna do. I think it's just gonna be new villains, better villain, more dangerous villain. And that's what it was going to be. Like, he's no longer in high school. It's not going to be, the kid villains. It's probably going to be, I would not be surprised if we see Venom or something. Confirmed.
Actually, that's something that I feel like they I still haven't seen.
Have you seen Venom?
I have not seen it. No.
I haven't seen Venom.
I have not seen it.
Oh, okay.
And I don't want to spoil, so don't do it.
Okay, all right.
I was gonna say
the statutes of limitations are up, by the way.
No,
I'm sure they are.
I'll watch it tomorrow.
Okay, all right.
This lawyer is disagreeing with your interpretation of the statute.
It's fine.
But again, without the knowledge of what Venom did in his second movie, I could definitely. They are gonna do at some point some Venom crossover. Not necessarily Tom Hardy's Venom. I don't know, maybe. But either way, Venom is going to be part of Spider-Man at some point in the MCU.
Yeah. Honestly,
but I cannot see him being part of, I guess, high school Peter. So I guess maybe, like, even though he has done that in previous iterations, like I think the Ultimate Universe, it was high school Peter that fought Spider-Man. Venom. But in most iterations, it's like, he's an adult. He can tackle that level of darkness, so to say. But yeah,
honestly, I totally forgot that the Venom movie came out. So honestly, I need to watch.
See why the statues are up? You forgot it even came out.
No, it's because I'm busy. My days are long. I don't get enough.
The weekends are over in like 2 hours.
The weekends are over in 2 hours. Like, I don't have the time, but I'm gonna watch the movie. I'm actually, once we're done with this, I'm gonna look up the movie timer and see if I can. When can I watch it?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
We'll be back. We'll circle back to this conversation another time.
We will circle back. We still got some minor No Way Home news. We got some info on how Alfred Molina will be playing, Doc Ock, and that his tentacles, his octopus arms that were actually practical effects in Spider-Man 2 from Sam Raimi's Spider-Man 2. There's CG in this movie, and I get that they have to cut corners like this to a degree because Doc Ock might not be the main villain. I don't think he's the main. No, he's not. Just plain and simple. He's not the main villain. But, you have all these different moving pieces like of the film that they have to tackle. And it's one of those things where depending on Doc Ock's role in the movie, I mean, do you want to just go out of your way and do the practical effects on him?
Yes.
I would. No, and that's what I'm saying. I would prefer practical effects. I wish they used the puppets like they did in Spider-Man 2. But at the same time, for this particular movie, I don't fault them for going CG. It sucks. I don't like it. I would disagree, but I kind of see why they might have done CG
But
for this.
CG technology has improved in the last year, so it might look really good. We don't know. And
It's probably gonna look really good.
yeah, so we might not even notice. Like an average viewer who doesn't know what's CG might not even notice that. So I'm going all in because this is a Sony movie. Sony is a billion-dollar company. They're not gonna cheap out on Doc Ock and Spider-Man. That's not gonna happen. So, but obviously, if we have like a Sonic movie issue, that's something different. But, oh well.
Well, part of it is not necessarily, how good it will look. Part of it is also, how does the actor that's, with that character portraying, those tentacles? Because I think going back to like, the Hobbit trilogy, right? Oh my God, Ian McKellen.
Okay, that was gonna be my example.
Was that gonna be your example?
That was literally gonna be my example.
I'll let you
right?
speak on it. Go ahead. I'll let you speak
Get
on
some
it.
background details, Ian. Which one was
Ian
that?
McKellen, the guy who plays Gandalf in Lord of the Rings.
Oh, the old wizard.
The old wizard. Yes.
Right.
Go on, Ethan. Use your example that I laid the groundwork for you.
No, I was okay. First of all, okay, yes, practical makeup and practical effects are amazing, and it has been shown, and you can do it, and you can still have quality CG. Lord of the Rings is a perfect example. They had good CG scenes, and they had great practical effects.
Like the orcs.
Fast forward 10 years later to The Hobbit, yet they cut all the corners and made everything CG. Almost everything was CG. The fights, the orcs, and it was such a detraction because it was so noticeably CG. It took away all the hard work and effort from the 10 years prior that said we can make this feasible, make this work. Doc Ock in 2004, gosh, I don't want to get into this, was a blend of puppetry and CG. They can't do everything CG. So I just think they're being lazy, okay? Yes, they have the money, and there's no doubt that the CG won't be great. However, there's authenticity to practical effects. There's authenticity to, practical makeup. Tom Holland barely wears a Spider-Man suit in these films.
Which
when
blows
he's
my
filming
mind.
which is crazy, right? That's so baffling to hear, but whatever. Alfred Molina is also an old dude. Maybe he can't wear the puppets anymore, like
It'll hurt
before.
his back. Yes.
Maybe.
Yeah,
But-
back problem.
I think I'm calling laziness and whatever, because Doc Ock is great, and I'm no doubt he won't be great in this film, but I like the authenticity of puppetry and practical effects.
No,
I'm done.
it
Hobbit
works.
is a trash film.
Ian McKellen would disagree with you. He said he loved acting in a green room with no one in sight with the other characters in The Hobbit. So
Stupid.
but yeah, we'll see how that turns out. Kind of sucks that we're not getting practical effects with that, but well. That's all the news we have on Spider-Man No Way Home. We're not going to get on this topic for too long. I can't imagine anyone would want to, but Home Alone reboot. Oh, Home Alone 4 or is it 5? Because
This be the fifth one, yeah.
Because there were some direct to DVD ones that like happened.
Yeah.
Like there was 2 and 3, which is I think most of us saw. But then there was like a 4 and 5 that was like way beyond our time, I think.
No, I think
Yeah,
this one, this upcoming one is the fifth one. There
This is
was,
the 5th one. Okay.
oh, I take it back. I'm looking at it now. This
This
is
is the 6th one,
technically
right?
The 6th one in the
Okay.
franchise.
There we go.
Oh my
All
gosh.
right. I knew there was like 2 movies that came out like way beyond our time. Like we never saw them. We saw 1, 2, and 3. 3 was the one where they changed the kid with the bowl cut or whatever. And
Yeah. It was
and-
Max Keeble. Max Keeble, that was the kid.
oh, okay.
In the third one. In the third one.
In the third one, right.
Yeah.
And then after that, I'm like, oh, okay, I'm done. I'm done with this.
Yeah.
We're good. But yeah, reboot called Home Alone Sweet. Oh my God, what's Home Sweet Home Alone? Right? Is that the title?
Right.
Stupid
Okay.
title. Oh my God.
I get it. It's okay. I get it, but I'm not for it. It's gonna be streaming on Disney Plus, so you don't have to pay for it because most people have Disney Plus. But 2 things that I do not care for. Macaulay Culkin's not in the film. Don't care for that. Loki.
Is that confirmed completely? Like,
Confirmed completely. He's come out and said, I am not in the movie, but I wish them the best of luck.
He
might be.
Yeah, we don't know. Yeah,
Red herring. Red herring.
Yeah. Too busy filming American Horror Story. That's why.
Is he in that?
Oh wow, I need to watch
he's
that.
in the last season. Come on, y'all.
I didn't know.
Yeah,
I didn't know he was still active.
He was. He is in the new season. So again, all of those seasons are standalone, so you can definitely watch that season without worries.
Right.
Give it a shot.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Fair enough. I know Buzz McAllister from Home Alone 1. He's in the movie, so it's confirmed in canon that
Wait, who's Buzz?
Buzz was the older brother.
The one that was like the bully, like
the bully.
Orange chalk hair.
Yeah, the tarantula.
I didn't know that was his real name. Oh my god.
He's in the film. He's a cop in the film. So it's like Kevin is somewhere in canon in the universe of Home Alone, Sweet Home, whatever it's called, man. Yeah. But he's somewhere in there, but he's not in the film.
But it's gonna be Kevin's kid instead. That's what.
Oh my god! Ew.
It's gonna be his kid. Kevin is off on vacation somewhere, and the wife is gonna join him. She forgets the kid, and there we go. That's the lore.
All right.
Don't sue me, Disney.
There you have it, guys. The sixth Home Alone movie you've been begging for. Next up, some more Marvel madness.
Wait, real quick.
Go ahead.
I just read the Home Alone has 7,300 dislikes on YouTube.
Oh god, I didn't even check the dislike ratio. What? So wait. Compared to how many likes? How many likes?
Oh, I don't know. It's just the marketing. I'm reading on Wikipedia. The marketing. It just says 7,300 dislikes.
I'll look it up right now.
Oh my god.
Sorry for the detraction.
No, it's fine. We'll move on to the next topic. But Toasty, if you see it, chime in and let us know. Oh, go ahead.
60,000 like, 64,000 dislike.
Wait, 60,000 likes?
No, 16 like, 16 like, 64,000.
Okay,
dislike.
so overwhelmingly negative.
Yeah, majority of people hate it.
That's hilarious. I think Grandmaster, you mentioned the main characters from Jojo Rabbit.
He is. He's the best friend in Jojo Rabbit. Yeah, right, he's funny. He's funny.
It was funny. I liked him in that movie.
Nothing against him. He's just part of this reboot culture, and he's going to suffer the social media backlash from this.
That's unfortunate.
It is. Unfortunate. But he knows what he got himself into.
He does. Next up, we got some more Marvel craziness. Samuel L. Jackson, which I guess if you know the arc or the story stuff about this, it was kind of confirmed already, but he basically confirmed that he's going to be in the upcoming show Secret Invasion, along with Emilia Clarke. She'll be making her debut in this Marvel show. You know, Emilia Clarke, the actress that plays Daenerys from Game of Thrones, the one that we watched up to season 7 because we didn't watch season 8. No one watched season 8, right?
Right, of course.
Yes, Secret Invasion in the comics, I just know Nick Fury's involved, so it's like, okay, yeah, Samuel L. Jackson has to be in the film, in the show. Any thoughts on that? I mean, there's really not much to go off besides he's confirmed to be in it.
We just don't really have anything else. We don't even know who Emilia Clarke is playing. Ben Mendelsohn is back too as Talos, the Skrull. Okay. Remember, he was posing as him,
right?
In Far From Home. But yeah, we don't know how this is gonna go because Secret Invasion was always based on the Skrulls being villainous, and
they're not villainous in this.
Right? So I'm left to think maybe there is and I think we talked about this before. I think there maybe a faction of evil Skrulls maybe posing as people, and it's gonna be a show about who did it, who are you, how can I trust you.
I think that'll be interesting. They could pull that off in a show, like the mystery,
Right. Yeah, they could still do plenty with this. I will say this though. This sounds like what Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. should have been. or what they wanted to be. You know, Sam's
in-house.
It's in-house. Sam is on board. It's tying directly into the future events of the MCU. And it's kind of sad to see like this is what we could have had. And Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., with that said, is not a bad show. It's just,
you guys got Ghost Rider.
Right. Right.
The
You
greatest.
see, it's like if you just did it in-house, it could have been a lot better than what we were given. And they've been pushing for like Chloe Bennett, who played Quake, Daisy from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., to appear on this show. And if she does, that'd be really cool, because they're really just trying to make us forget Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. was ever a thing. So,
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is over, right? Like that
it's
ended.
over.
Okay.
Mhm.
How many seasons did they have?
A lot.
Seven seasons.
Seven?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Mhm.
Some time. Yeah. they were
Right. That's
committed
a
to
good
that.
amount of time. Yeah.
And I'm assuming
Wow.
like you don't need to watch it to understand anything that was in the Marvel universe, right?
No, it was more
No.
like you had to watch the films in case they tried to do their own little connectivity from
Like
it.
Maria Hill, I know she's in the show, right?
Well, Maria Hill, Sam has even appeared in the show too.
Oh, I didn't know that. Wow.
He has. He's appeared in 2 episodes, but that was really kind of, one and done.
A
And
paycheck.
right. It was like, all right, we have a $5 million budget to make this show. $4 million of that goes to Sam Jackson's 5-minute appearance. They're like, let's go, let's do it.
Oh my
Do
god.
it. Got to spread the rest of the million for the remainder of the season.
Right.
Fantastic. That's hilarious. I mean, we'll see. Secret Invasion is gearing up to be something good. Sam Jackson at the helm. I'm down for it. Emilia Clarke, she's great when she's not in season 8 of Game of Thrones. But anyways,
Wait, quick question. Do we know the release date for that one?
it's
It'll
next
be-
year.
Yeah, next year. Yeah.
Yeah. So sometime. Grandmaster, this might be your time to chime in on your thoughts on What If, since you made some daring accusations earlier. We got some season 2 news for What If coming out next year, and you might be able to clarify some topics because some of these tie into what we said in the last episode. So
Okay.
now's your time. Now's your chance, buddy.
Sure.
So Kevin Feige, a little bit of like a background thing. He said that season 2 has been in the works since 2019, which, I mean, that's some time ago already. That's like almost 2 years.
That's
so
way ahead of schedule.
right. I didn't think it was that far back, but all right. So 2019, we've been working with season 2. Every episode of season 2 is already written, so there's no like them trying to piece together or gather up some random bits of information like, okay, now what do we got to do? It's written, it's done, they just got to animate it. The voice acting's likely already done too, so they just got to piece it together and then we're set. It will also feature new MCU heroes like Shang-Chi and the Eternals. They also mentioned it's going to include new characters like Black Widow, and even though they have to mean like the Black Widow film, like a What If take on the Black
from
Widow film.
characters. Okay, you're right.
Right, because like what you just what we're probably thinking, like, dude, we've had like 4 different iterations of Black Widow, and
It's like, I'm Black Widow from Earth 616. I'm Black Widow. Yeah, right. Yeah, okay.
so that's what my understanding was when they mentioned Black Widow. I'm like, okay, so the film Black Widow, that's what they mean. And the last bit would be, and this is probably where you chime in, it will not be end of the world arc like the way season 1 was, where everything was culminating to Ultron getting the Infinity Stones, destroying the multiverse. They said season 2 is not going to gear up to something like that. It's just going to be character stories, which is what we thought season 1 was going to be. So I don't know what you guys think about that. I know I throw a lot on the table there.
I mean, I'm here for new characters showing and whatnot. I will say the What If concept works better with established characters going out of the norm of what they typically do, versus a character we're not so closely related to. Like, for example, we get a What If for Shang-Chi. We just met Shang-Chi. Like,
He's
You give us a what-
established. You know him.
Well, you give us a what if scenario with Shang-Chi, and I'm gonna be like, I don't know if he wouldn't do that. That sounds like something he might do.
What if?
You know?
What if he, he stayed with his dad?
Okay. See,
Yeah, there
that
you go.
right there, that one would work. That one would work. But again, hopefully with these new characters they introduce, maybe we get some more films. Like I'd love to see Shang-Chi before his what if appearance again,
Right.
But I don't
Spider-Man. No Way Home.
Oh yeah,
No,
very
yeah.
much.
Spider-Man would be
Yeah,
a good one. Yeah.
yeah. I think they don't need a culmination point like Ultron, honestly, because then it's just gonna be like, well, now we got to top Ultron.
And
Now we gotta
Ultron
top-
was pretty big.
Right, exactly. So it's like you're just gonna keep yourself against the wall, having to top yourself every time about like what could be such a big factor to bring all these different universes together. So I'm okay with standalone stories. Just, make sure they're not the rehashes of films that we were given. Like, you said Black Widow characters. Shoot, there's like the whole Red Room of Black Widow characters.
Oh
Show
yeah.
us a new girl, and
Right.
what would she have done? I don't know.
They could do
or
something. Yeah.
The Red Guardian, what if Red Guardian was like, I don't
Didn't
know.
fall off.
Right, didn't fall off, and he's just like this Russian superhero, and there's many things you can do. Just this sandbox of what if is so big. Don't limit yourself by like, well, this is how this movie would have been different. No, this whole freaking universe would be different. So yeah, play with it.
Play with it. Right. Toasty, what about you?
Even though a lot of good episodes in the first season were good, because they changed a lot of things. At the end of the day, a lot of the other episodes were just a repeat of the movie, just with different character and a little bit of different spices, but you still get the same dish at the end. And I hope that's not what they do. I hope with the season 2, when they do it, I want something completely different. I wanted the world to be unrecognizable. I'm tired, and that was one of the biggest complaints we had about season 1. Is like a couple of those episodes we watched and we're like, okay, like nothing changed. It's just okay. Instead of having American guy Captain America, you had British girl Captain America, or Captain Britain, England, whatever. her name
Captain
was.
Carter.
Captain Carter. But
Captain
I also-
England, yes.
but I also hope that every episode actually give us a conclusion, because the reason we didn't get a conclusion with all of those episodes is because they were saving it for the finale, which I guess was okay, but at the same time it was not okay. So I hope
Some of them weren't even resolved either. Like the zombie one, we got zombie Thanos at the end,
that's
but we
right.
still didn't get what happened with that.
No, at the beginning of the Ultron episode, Ultron cut zombie Thanos in half. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Oh,
Yeah,
what?
he cut it. Yeah, he used the laser. He when he was fighting the overseer watcher guy. He went into the zombie wall and he cut Thanos in half. I remember that.
So wait, you're not confusing him with the other Thanos, the original Thanos he cut in the beginning in half,
No,
right?
I'm pretty sure it was a zombie, but then again, I don't remember. That's the thing. I cannot remember. But then again,
Okay.
it doesn't matter. If that
Yeah.
didn't happen, that's the point. We didn't get a conclusion to that story.
Right.
So,
we don't know what happened with those characters that were heading to Wakanda, to where
That's
zombie
right.
Thanos was.
There we go. So yeah, we got all those mini stories, but I hate watching or reading something that doesn't have a good conclusion, because what are you waiting for? Like, why do something and do it halfway? You have 20 minutes, just do something short and get us the end. That's all I want, but whatever, man. Plus, I know for a fact at least one of the episodes for the next season we're not gonna enjoy, and that's gonna be the Gamora episode when she's wearing the
Oh
golden
my
armor.
god.
Because we already know the ending, because they mentioned it in the ending of the Ultron episode. So that's at least one episode out of the maybe 10 episodes they might have.
They have
that's gonna
9
be
episodes.
9? There we
Nine,
go.
including Gamora. 9 is
So,
Gamora's.
in other
So
words,
8. We got 8.
We had 8 episodes. Let's see how they can mess up the other 8. Yeah.
That's one perspective. Yeah. See how they mess up the remaining episodes.
Yeah.
What else we got? some interesting thing with Jonathan Majors. He was on Jimmy Kimmel. I'm not sure when this week, but he was hinting at that an Ant-Man might die in the Quantumania. Again, he could have just been talking out of his ass. I mean, but because why would he drop important tidbits on a talk show, right? But I don't know. I can see Hank Pym dying.
Hank Pym dying
because he said an Ant-Man dies, and technically that we got Scott Lang and Hank Pym, and I could see Hank Pym doing some sacrificial thing in the movie to save everyone or whatever. So yeah, Jonathan Majors was just playing coy, saying that I read the script, I don't know, someone might die, but yeah.
It's also Quantumanium. They might be hopping through different universes. Kang the Conqueror coming from a different universe.
Right.
He might kill an Ant-Man in another universe.
That's true. We
might see 6 Ant-Mans on the screen.
It's pop. Do we want 6 Ant-Mans though?
And we just all want them there to tell one little joke together, and then he just
just goes down the line.
Yeah, fantastic. And then our Ant-Man's like, whoa, gotta get out of here.
Oh man. So I think we marveled ourselves out. I think that's all the Marvel bits that we have for today. We still got some other bits. We got some more DC stuff going on. Probably the most controversial one that took the internet by storm. I put controversial in quotation marks at that because it's whatever.
Let's call out their hypocrisy.
Let's call out the hypocrisy. There's plenty of it. But earlier this week, DC announced that John Kent, who is the son of Superman, he's not Clark Kent. I saw a lot of people confusing Clark Kent, saying, "Oh, they're changing my 1950s character." Oh my God, it's the son of Superman. And I don't know too much about John Kent. I don't know what iterations he has, if he's like just hard on straight in some. Anyways, DC came out and said John Kent is now bisexual. And this got to the news. I saw this on like CNN and I'm like, bro, is it really that serious? I mean, what do you guys think? Like, basically the news is, John Kent is now bisexual in the DC comics, or one iteration of John Kent is bisexual in the DC comics. I don't know if his sexuality was pre-established before, but Grandmaster, you were talking about hypocrisy earlier.
I mean, we're still living in this day and age where, first of all, I think you're right. Well, I think, CNN don't care about this. CNN thought they were talking about Clark Kent too. Nobody reads, all right? Nobody freaking reads. Said Jonathan Kent is Superman's son. So, you got all your closet racists and homophobes. Wait a minute. Y'all want to make Michael B. Jordan Superman? No, he's white, he's Caucasian, and then now you want to make my boy a sinner and make him,
a heretic,
a cocksucker? No.
Oh
no,
my God.
Not my Superman. Not my Superman.
My God.
I love pride and I love gay people, but Superman can't be gay. So again, I think people are not reading.
Yeah.
They're not reading the fine line. 2, who the hell cares if a fictional character wants to love? What are you gonna do? Jump in the comic book and be like, you can't love him? Look what the Bible says. So oh my gosh, it's just so funny.
It's hilarious.
Crazy enough, it's Pride Month too. So it's like
wait, October's Pride Month?
Yes, this is Pride Month.
I thought it was June.
No, God, people are gonna hate me if I get this wrong. Pride
You're
Month.
On the spot.
Hold up.
Get it right. Oh,
wait a minute. Wait.
Turn up the video.
You better not be looking it up either, because that means you don't care.
I got it. Pride Month is October 1st through October 31st. Okay, we are in Pride Month. That's probably why they came out with this news too. So
Wait, what is
Wow,
June?
I didn't know they got 2 months in June.
No, they
and
don't
October.
get 2 months.
Wait, so what is it? What's the difference?
June is like Pride Day.
No,
But it's a month. What do you mean?
No, this is month right now.
All of June is Pride
No,
Month.
June
The
is.
company changed their logos to the pride flag. in
Listen,
June.
oh my gosh.
Okay.
And where's
I feel like you're trying to explain it, but you're not doing it in the best way.
I know I'm doing.
I
such
feel
a
like you
disservice.
know. You do understand
I know.
it.
I'm looking it up right now. I know this for a fact. This is Pride Month. This is why they drop this type of news now in honor of Pride Month. This is why Dave Chappelle is currently on the.
Oh
edge
my
of-
God, that's its own topic.
Well, no, I'm saying Dave Chappelle is about to be canceled again.
He's not gonna get canceled.
He's not gonna get
He's
canceled,
not,
but
no.
Right.
they dropped his controversial stand-up during Pride Month. So you know, right, exactly.
Okay.
It's like y'all
Okay.
wanted to stir the pot. Either way,
Yeah.
who cares about Jonathan Cannon? Let him be gay. Let him be asexual. Let him be bisexual. Let him be trans. If he wants to be a superwoman, kudos to him. Like,
Why
you
you
know,
assuming his gender on the way, my dude? You should not assume genders.
you're right. I shouldn't. Let the
Kill yourself.
Krypton be what he wants to be, or what? Let the Krypton be what the
Kryptonian.
Krypton,
Yeah.
the Kryptonian wants to be. Right?
But no,
Who cares?
It doesn't matter just because there's so many versions of characters. This is why I don't like DC and Marvel, to the point where people who read the comic, quote unquote, are getting confused online. It makes no sense. Initially, I thought it was Superman. Then I thought it was Superboy from the Young Justice cartoon show. You know, the one that can't fly.
Right.
Or from the
Right.
recent movies. And then I was told, no, it is a Superboy, but it's a different Superboy from another timeline. I'm like, what is this mess, man? like, turn out like
Keep
this
up,
character-
man. It's
No, this
common
character-
sense. What do you mean?
No, that character supposedly hasn't been in any major animated show.
He
So
has
it's
not. He has not.
It's just
This-
a comic side character that 99% of people do not even know about.
So he's not even established, really.
No, he's
Like,
not. It's just like
yeah.
really they wanted to make a character gay, and they said, okay, let's make a character with a recognizable name, but a background character that nobody's really gonna care about. So they said we can't make Superman gay, because his entire thing with Lois Lane. So unless they do Lois, Lewis, unless they change Lois to a guy, they call him Lois Lane. Unless they do that, that's not gonna work. Superboy has an established lore with Megan, the Martian girl, already, at least in terms of the cartoon, the Young Justice. So they chose another random Superman, and they're like, okay, or Superboy, and they're like, okay, you're gay now. And they give people a little prize. The people at the executive board clap their hand, and they say, okay, good job, guys. We did our donation this one for Pride Month.
Right.
Pride Day, whatever this month is. You still need to tell us, Grandmaster, because I thought Pride Month was in June. So
No, I'm
figure that out.
listen, you can type it in right now.
That's funny.
Pride Month is in June. I mean, no, October.
It's in June. You see that?
No.
But
It's October. I'm telling you.
it's useless. Like the
Oh
company
my
is just trying
God.
to get points with.
No,
community.
the DC. I'm not gonna, put them on a pedestal and be like, oh man, so progressive, right? Because I feel like they really do cherry pick a lot of their minor characters. Like I think even a year or two ago, they made Tim Drake, one of the Robins, bisexual. I think they did. I remember that being a story.
Tim Drake is bisexual, right?
Right. And I was like, oh, okay, he's one of the lesser known Robins in DC. So all
Well, he
right.
still has the Robin name, so
He still has the Robin name.
Oh, we didn't give you some random NPC. It's Superboy, so it's just
All right.
not the Superboy. Everybody
All
knows
right.
it.
Well, hold on. We got clarification now for Grandmaster. Go on.
Pride
Explain
Month
Let's
is
go.
Pride Month is in June.
as
Oh,
established.
okay.
As
LGB.
established.
Let's move on.
LGBTQ History Month is in October.
It's
get
History
2
Month. Okay.
get
Okay. It's
2 months.
History
One
Month.
is for Pride, one is
Right.
for history.
Okay. That makes way more sense now. All right.
All right.
Established. Even though I feel like in Pride Month you would celebrate the history of those in Pride, but hey,
agree.
you know what? More time to recognize and all that stuff. That's great. October, that I find it hilarious. DC's dropping this in October. Dave Chappelle dropping his thing in October. I haven't seen the special, so I can't talk on it.
I haven't finished it, so I haven't heard the most controversial stuff yet.
Right. I can't speak on it yet, but yeah, that's interesting that you say that all this is dropping in October now that we have that background info. But and just to throw a nugget in there too, I mean, I saw some hypocrisy as well where people were saying, why are they sexualizing Superboy in this manner, or just sexualizing him, or I'm sorry, not Superboy, Superman, because he's Superman in a way.
Yeah, he's a Superman now. He used to be Superboy.
And I'm like, dude, like the last 50 years, you've seen Catwoman like throwing herself at Batman in very provocative ways.
Batgirl and Batman from the recent show or the movie that came out recently.
Oh, The Killing Joke with Batgirl and Batman.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, like no one's batting an eye to all of this hyper, and that's just one example, but this is like hyper sexualization of Catwoman and Batman. And I'm like, guys, they're just kissing. let's relax. But that was a hot topic this week in the DC fandom. Hell, they might even say something during DC fandom today about that. I don't know. They might. But let's see what else we have. We don't got too many stories left. We got He-Man Masters of the Universe Revelations Part 2. That's dropping in November.
Did you see what? I thought it was funny how the promo art heavily features He-Man and not Teela.
Oh, not the main character, you mean?
Right.
Teela, the main character?
Right.
I haven't seen the promo art. I didn't realize that.
It shows that final form of oh my god, what was his name? Skeletor at the end of part 1. He like got like this new final form, and he's super evil. That's on the poster, but facing him in the poster is a He-Man with like long hair and like a battle axe, because the sword is destroyed, I think, right? The sword's destroyed.
Or
part 1,
Skeletor has the sword or something.
Or he has the sword, something like that.
Yeah, Skeletor has the sword. Yeah.
He took it.
Yeah. So I do like that they.
I mean, Teela's in the poster. She
is
not in the foreground.
Right. And but to be fair, that's how part 1 was as well. They, the promo material. Emphasized He-Man, he was the main character. This might be another red herring that they're like, no, dude, it's Teela and the Masters of the Universe. But that's dropping in November. I'm excited about that. And let's see what else we have. Dragon Ball Superhero. Dragon Ball Superhero.
Terrible title. That is the dumbest title I ever heard.
It is dumb. It is extremely dumb. We got some cool little tidbits throughout this week and last week as well. One of them is that how do you call it? Well, we've known this for a while, but the movie's going to be in 3D animation as opposed to 2D. I'm not impressed with what I've seen so far from the trailer. I'm still giving it the chance because it hasn't shown me the real motion of what's going on in the movie. But 3D animation is tricky, man. Like it's tricky. The only time I've seen 3D animation pulled off successfully is and I already forgot the studio's name, but they're I think Kame, Chris, and I talked about this during the Star Wars Visions episode, but the studio that does the intro openings for the first 2 seasons of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure and the first episode of Star Wars Visions, they do 3D animation very, very, very well. But I've never seen it done well outside of them. I don't know what you guys think about the 3D animation. I'm assuming by the moans and grunts, you guys are not for it.
I mean, if it's not broke, don't fix.
I want more of the Broly animation.
Broly had glimpses of 3D animation, like when they were breaking like the universes with their punches and stuff.
Right.
Which was cool, which is, I think, fine. Yeah, I think I would have preferred that animation more. It was not the traditional type. It had like more fluidity, like a Hayao Miyazaki type film. I I don't know if it's not limited, then I guess it could be good. But if the fight scenes and the choreo that is Dragon Ball franchise, if that is any way subpar, then this will not have been worth it, in my opinion. So,
right,
just deliver on that front, I guess.
I'm
But
hoping.
terrible title.
You're still on the title. You're still on the title.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Well, I mean, it seems to be going into like hinting towards Toasty's favorite character, Gohan.
Yeah, the Great
and
Saiyaman return.
The Great Saiyaman. I feel like they're holding that in the background because they probably have like a new outfit for him in the movie, and they don't want to like showcase it yet.
Oh, you're right. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
The outfit.
Yeah, he would. I would love an updated Great Saiyaman outfit.
Yeah.
I'm all for it.
They can go all in and have one for Videl too, because she's considered to be one of the Great Saiyamen, because she gets it later on. Okay,
right.
I didn't think about that. Okay.
So,
but he's fun to see.
Yeah, he's fun. I like him. Like, and that's the thing too. This movie is supposed to be more of like a more slice of life, like type of thing, like
an everyday life of them on Earth versus
right
universe shattering consequences.
Exactly. And I mean, yeah, it's not going to be the Broly movie that we got, you know, in 2018. Unfortunately, so you know, I like what they're doing in this movie a little bit to try and just make it a little bit different. But yeah, that 3D animation, I'm not a fan of it. We know the Red Ribbon Army is in the movie from, you know, days of yore. We know what Cell, the androids, Dragon Ball, OG Dragon Ball. Some people are thinking Cell might make a comeback. I don't know. He might.
That's it. That would be kind of cool.
That would be cool.
Yeah, I like Cell as a villain. Cell was a cocky little bastard, and I know he will bring some flair into like the show again. And if that's what motivate like the current Gohan to get better again and go back to how he was in the OG series, that would be amazing. Because Gohan, like since I guess the Buu Saga Ultimate Gohan, he has gone downhill. Gohan has not done anything great since he fought Majin Buu or Super Buu, whatever version it was. Like,
what, you didn't like him in the Tournament of Power, his greatest moment?
He was useless. He was as good as Krillin.
He was a good leader.
Except
when nobody listened to his plan.
No, at that point, Yamcha should have been on the team. That's how useless he was. I would have preferred to have Yamcha. Like
over Gohan, you would have preferred Yamcha over Gohan.
Yes, I hated his look. I hated that. I hated the way he acted. I hated he was so weak compared to what he was before. The one before was a beast. I'm like, dude, how do you get that much weaker? Like, no.
I'll say this. Cell would be considered Gohan's arch rival or nemesis. If Cell were to come back, he'd be like, where's Gohan? I want my rematch, you know?
100%. He's not looking at Goku. He's not looking at Vegeta. He'll be going after Gohan.
He's the one that killed him.
Yeah.
Right.
He'd hate him the most. I mean, if they decide to bring back Cell, more that would be cool. More Great Saiyaman moments with Gohan. Pan is in the movie too. It looks like she's gonna be a Super Saiyan. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, because all you have to do is focus on the small of your back.
Oh yeah, it's that easy. To be fair, with Pan, I don't even give it, you know, that much hate because, you know, Trunks and Goten got it like without even trying in the Buu Saga.
Well, Trunks got angry. He wanted to go to the park.
No, Trunks already had Super Saiyan before he showed Vegeta in that scene.
Yeah.
And then Goten's like, oh yeah, well he showed it to Gohan and he's like, yeah, I showed mom this, and he said, don't ever turn that on again. You look like a punk. I'm like,
the blonde
okay.
hair, dude. The blonde hair.
The blonde hair, man. You don't bleach your hair like that. But we'll see what happens with Dragon Ball Superhero. Dumb title, I agree, but we'll see what happens with that. Actually, this is just in Black Adam. We got a Black Adam scene in or we see the first image of Dwayne Johnson as Black Adam. He looks the role. Yeah.
Yeah, he was made for the role. he was made. He looked like, I know it's The Rock, so The Rock, I love him as an actor. I know he's gonna do an extremely good job. So for that, I'm excited. And the fact that they got the costume right, it already speaks volume to me. So
It looks really good.
yeah.
I'm actually surprised that like the lightning bolt on his chest, it's not completely yellow. It's only like cracks of it, you know?
Yeah.
Aesthetic choice.
Yeah. But it looks nice. It looks nice. Homie's pulling it off really well.
We might get a trailer. They did wrap filming on it a while ago. You know?
Did they?
Finish.
Oh God. Don't quote me. Never mind.
Too late. You already said
I don't know.
Hey, yeah, everybody heard you.
All right, whatever.
You gotta
Maybe
commit.
they did. It's fine. Forget
it.
They're not done. I lied.
Oh my God.
Okay, yeah, I was about to say. Like, this is an image of him on set. Yeah, more DC fandom news to come throughout the day, and we might cover it. If the Batman trailer makes waves, we'll come back.
If they deliver.
Right.
If they deliver. Okay.
If it goes off on a fart, it's like, okay.
If they give us some Flash stuff too with Michael Keaton back as Batman.
Ooh, yeah. Trailer. That would be
right.
Good. We don't have a trailer for that. Oh my God. We still don't have a trailer for that.
And
that would be great.
For all we know, they might announce the next Arkham Asylum series, the next saga also. So
the next what?
Arkham Asylum saga. The Arkham saga.
Oh, the game too. Yeah, the Suicide Squad game.
Yeah, the Suicide Squad game and the Arkham one.
No, the Suicide Squad game is in the Arkham universe.
But aren't you more excited about the one with Arkham title in it?
Yeah.
Which one has Arkham title? Which one?
The one where you play as all the other Bat people, like Batgirl.
It didn't have Arkham in the title, did it?
Yes, that was the one. That was the one with Arkham in the title.
Yes.
Oh no, that one's called Gotham Knights. Y'all are wrong.
Gotham Knights.
Foolish.
What it was it takes place after Batman did the sacrifice at the end of Arkham Knight, but it's not in the Arkham universe for whatever stupid reason. Suicide Squad is in the Arkham universe.
Yes,
and that game was announced like a year or two ago, so they need to give us something today.
No, they gotta have something by now.
Gameplay. Sure. Don't show me another CG trailer, please. Don't. Yeah, I think we covered most of everything. There's some little stories in here. I'm gonna leave it to GrandMasterHoop. Grandmaster, you want to talk on some of them?
Y'all don't want to pay 50. Y'all don't even have Switches, first of all, so it's not hardly a story.
It's the principle.
I'm the only one who has a
right.
I'm the only one who has a Switch here. I'm the only one who has to suffer any kind of thing here. So what? Okay, I'll go ahead.
Go ahead.
$50 subscription for Nintendo Switch. What, online, right?
Online.
To retroactively play N64 titles, but that $50 subscription does not get you Switch titles, right?
Does not give you Switch titles.
Unlike PSN, right?
Right.
PSN,
PS Plus. Yeah.
And what is it? The game.
Games with Gold.
Who? What's it called?
Games with Gold.
No. What's the thing called for Xbox?
PS Plus.
No,
Xbox.
Games with Gold.
Oh, Xbox. Games with Gold. What?
Oh, Games with Gold. I thought it had a different title.
Games with Gold.
All right. Right. So it's like, why would I get this when these two offer, games that are
wait a
actually
minute.
coming out now?
Are you talking about the subscription service?
Right. Isn't that what it is? That's what it is, right?
Like PS Now? Is that what you're talking about?
No, so the equivalent is that you pay $50 for the Switch
online service to play online.
And you also get N64 titles, right?
Right. Yeah.
But you're not paying to get any current games that are coming out.
Right.
Actually, I would argue that it's closer to the PS collection that's available for PS5 things. Because if you have PS Plus, you can play a bunch of PS4 games, including God of War, Fallout, Days Gone. All of those games are available in the
games
store.
have come out within the last at least 7 years, 10 years tops. But
10 years tops. But that's the equivalent. And the issue is, I don't have a Switch, but I gladly accept donation. So my birthday's a couple months away. Don't forget, people. But the issue is that I don't understand how it's gonna sell. Why would you pay $50 to play 30-year-old games when you can do the same thing on a 10-year-old MacBook? I can dig out a MacBook for $50 somewhere around here. I mean, on eBay, put an emulator and play those games on the same quality that I could play them on the Switch. I don't understand.
I'm gonna say this: some people like myself are not tech savvy and would fall for this trap easy.
But wait, why would you want to play Mario Tennis N64 when there's the new Mario Tennis
I'm
game?
trying to play Ocarina of Time and play
That's
outdated
the
Zelda
only good one.
outdated Zelda mechanics and outdated puzzle solving. Puzzles I've already solved years ago for a nostalgia factor, because I told y'all replay value is everything. It's everything.
To a degree on some things, not
everything.
not Arkham.
Not Arkham. Have you even finished the newer game like God of War?
Yeah, I finished God of War. That's why God of War is the reason why I did not finish Horizon. So that's why I'm back on Horizon now.
Yeah, you know you have like a month, right?
It's February. It comes out in February. I got time.
No, before I drop spoilers.
Oh yeah, statute of limitations.
Yeah, there was a statute of limitations.
We're past overdue. This is like 3-4 years ago.
I'm gonna say this. I'm pretty sure I already read the Wikipedia plot entry for Horizon.
Oh my god, you do.
But
this
I
for
forgot it.
everything.
I forgot it. So I'm glad I forgot it because I'm enjoying what I'm doing now. But
don't worry, I'm gonna make you remember. Just
okay.
A couple more weeks.
I hope you see Venom 2 in about an hour. Okay.
No, latest I'm not watching on Wednesday because I'm off on Wednesday. So
That's hilarious. Yeah.
But do you want to talk about the other thing?
What other thing? I don't know.
You're the problem.
Do we want to give it attention? Do we want to give it attention?
You're the problem. I'm not going to talk about it. You're the problem. This is why they keep doing it.
Oh, there we go. I almost forgot about that.
You forgot about it, didn't you? I'll highlight it for you right up here. This bad boy.
I see it. I know what you're highlighting.
see it too.
If you want to talk about it,
we are going to talk about it because the same way we talked about Nintendo subscription, it's the principle. It's the principle. You have to talk about it and let them know, no, we are not doing this. GTA Trilogy has been revealed as an HD remaster of the original GTA games.
Remaster, by the way. Remaster. Not
remaster. So GTA 3, GTA Vice City, and GTA San Andreas all bundled into one. And you would think that these are PS2 games. This is something that you could cop for maybe $40 tops. No, $70 day one. That's ridiculous. That is terrible. GTA has had HD touch-ups, HD remasters on the digital storefront individually for each game. So before this game was announced, you could pick up GTA 3 at 1080p on PSN for like $20, I think, or $15. Still too much for a game that old, but you know, you could find it for cheap. Now that this trilogy was announced, they removed those options from the storefront, and now you have to pay for this $70 bundle for a version that they're saying, oh no, we're doing more than touch-ups on this one. We're not just
goddamn lie.
Wiping off the smear on it. But Toasty, what are your thoughts? Because clearly someone doesn't want to talk about.
They are listening, and this is why they keep pumping this shit out. This is why y'all will never get your GTA 6.
No. You know what? If anybody's buying this game day one, I hope you walk out of that store with the game inside of a safe, because I'll be right outside the store ready to rob people. Because you don't deserve that to spend money like this. Like if you're buying it on this game, it's horrible. How are you gonna sell 3 old games for $70? Games that honestly, I want to know what they're gonna do on PC. Because the people that have it on PC probably can have a better quality game to mods than what they're gonna offer to us.
They're not gonna give this for free.
Are they gonna
PC.
upgrade the PC people? Because like BioShock and the other game, like BioShock, when they remastered BioShock 1 and 2, they give it away to the PC players on Steam because they realize these people already have the game at the best quality. We remastered it for the console system. So no, I'm not paying $70. I'm not even paying. The most I will pay for this is maybe $10 to $15.
So you're willing to pay for it?
No, 10 to 15, because to be fair, I haven't played all of those games. However, I'm not willing to play it if it's a remaster. That's my issue. It's not a remake, it's a remastered. Meanwhile, it's been 10 years since we got GTA 5. I'm still waiting.
It's close to 10 years.
Still waiting for GTA 6. So all they have to show us for the last 10 years are remasters and remake of GTA 5 nonstop. And now they're gonna remaster and remake the trilogy, sell it for $70. And I'm telling you right now, 10 years from now, that game will still be $40 on the store. Nobody wants to buy this thing for $40.
That thing's not going under 40. I don't.
Yeah,
I don't
because
see
GTA
it
5 is still $30. It's been 10 years. It's $30. Like, it's a robbery. This company is taking advantage of people. And if anybody buy this game, I hope you get robbed.
God.
I hope you get robbed.
I mean, no, it really is. Like, if these were actual remakes, and just for those people that, you know, are not sure on the difference, remasters are just, you know, modern touch-ups, right, on a game. Like, they still look the same as they did back then, but now they're running at 1080p or 4K, whatever.
60
FPS. Right. That's usually what a remaster entails. A remake is something remade from the ground up. They are it's like a brand new game, a brand new coat of paint on the product, but it's still the same game from back then. Think your, you know, Crash Insane trilogy or your Spyro Reignited trilogy. Those are
Fantasy 7.
Final Fantasy 7. Those are all remakes. If this was $70 for remakes of GTA, of all those GTA games, the three that we talked about, yeah, I can see it for 70. I'm not gonna pay 70, but I could see
for 3 games. If they were to remake those 3 games, I would say it's worth the price of $70.
For me,
if anybody bought it, I would be okay with it. I'm like, that's a good game. You're getting 3 games for $70, 3 brand new games. Because again, for the people that don't know, when you remake the game, it's the same story, but it's a completely different game.
It's a brand new experience.
It's a brand new game. So a remaster just kind of, you know, when the quality just goes a little bit up, and sometimes it doesn't. So $70 for 3 remake games, $20 a game, that's not bad. That is not bad.
At first, yeah, like I just see 70 and I'm like, I can't justify anything for 70. Like, at least right now, like
Horizon Zero Dawn, my dude.
I can't even justify Horizon. Like,
I know
70 is too
pre-ordered
much.
collector edition. You already spent $200 on the collector edition.
Of course I did. Yes, I did. But this is blasphemous. It needed to be talked about, just like Nintendo subscription. So
people like to hide the truth, but we're not gonna let them.
Exact censorship. That's what that was. People want to censor the truth. We were talking about you.
You are giving it publicity, and now
wait, we never said you.
Wanted.
We never said you.
Okay. Sorry. Whatever.
All right, guys. We covered a lot today. We covered so much. There was a lot to talk about, a lot of interesting things to talk about. Let us know what you all think about any of these in the comments below, wherever you're listening to us on. This was probably one of our longer News Coo specials, but a lot happened this week, and we wanted to talk about a lot of them. There were some things that we didn't talk about, but I mean, hey, we covered the big stuff, we covered the important stuff, and we want to know your thoughts. So if you liked our thoughts, if you hated our thoughts, hell, still share it around. Give it a like. Show your friends and family. Show us how much you hate us with your friends and family. Share it with them. Oh man, that wraps up this News Coo special of the Yonkō Table. Don't forget, at the Yonkō Table on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. Let us know what you all think about our new logo and our new cover photo. Brand spanking new. a la Wave Glocks, you know. Thanks, kudos to him. He did a fantastic job on the new logo. Super
Kudos
awesome.
to them. Kudos to them.
Kudos to them. Kudos to them. Yes. So yeah, let us know what you guys think. New logo, new Coo Special. I'm your host, Dr. JaceAttorney, fellow Yonkō GrandMaster and Supernova Toasty. Signing off. Take care, guys.